Okay, man. Here we are videoing. One thing I forgot to mention was you're picking with your fingers. At some point, we want to at least think about starting to use a pick. It's just the optimal tool for playing lead guitar. Again, playing with our fingers locks us into a very single note heavy style, and there's just percussive things we can do with a pick that, while they're possible, would be, it's in my opinion the best tool for I'm just strumming chords or I'm just playing notes versus obvious finger style and hybrid things we do. Cool. Mostly we talked about seventh chords today, and also I'm going to attach one or two other videos that I think would serve the purpose of just getting you into the type of blues riffs we like. I think you'll be able to pick out what's going on if you go lick for lick, particularly with this Freddie King Yonder Wall tune I'm going to send you. Purposely, it's on the easier side, but features a lot of the types of bends and lyrical types of phrasings that we're going to be doing. Alright, so just jumping into seventh chords. I'm going to play our not open position, first position, but bar chords at the 3rd fret, just because G and C are easy to recognize for us. So first of all, I'm playing the C major scale here. There are two kinds of sevenths. There's a regular seventh, and there's a flat seventh. One sounds crunchy, the other sounds really dissonant, unless you add other notes. So they're both dissonant notes on their own that can get really cool when you add other notes around. Great, so our first two types of chords are our common bar chord shapes. Those are based on E chords, where we use all 6 strings, and A chords, where we just play on 5 strings. Let us start with what I believe it says on the page, which is, well, at any rate, I'm just going to go E chords, A chords. Let's start with 7th chords, like E7 and A7. Here's E7. E, no ring finger. Now we're adding a flat 7, that adding a D to an E chord. So there it is. And then if I'm playing I'm a capo, here's an E chord, G major, bar chord, no pinky, same thing. So there you go. Pause your video, learn that shape. And the more you can actually make yourself pause the video, especially when we start to work on text that's licks or more sections, not just like chord shapes, the faster this will all go. Arthur, don't eat that. Hey, buddy, no. Sorry, I gotta get my cat. Yo, what you doing? That's no good food. You're gonna get sick from that. Come on, no. This is good food. Okay, cool. Yeah, sorry, my hyper-allergic cat was thinking he'd eat out of a pizza box with nothing in it. Next topic. Here's an A chord. To make that into A7, we'd open up the 3rd string. Arthur, no. Good boy. Sorry. Oh, I'd take this again, but we're not that far in. And we want to use 2 adjacent fingers when we're playing that chord, either your 1st and 2nd finger or your 2nd and 3rd finger. We also discussed the concept that we don't really do this at the same fret. That's for I'm at 2 different frets. There we go. So we just went E7, G7. And accordingly, we can go E minor, 7, and G minor, 7. Like that. Cool. Now we've got our A7 chords, where it becomes C and C7, like that. Or A minor, becoming A minor 7, and C minor becoming C minor 7. I gotta deal with this little boy. His brain is very small. He's a nice guy though. Alright, kiddo. Let's see here. We are now going to discuss, just definitely stop, do an overview of that, move it around the instrument a little bit. And there's some chords that have flat sevenths in them, where our root note is on the 6th string or the 5th string. Over on the side you've got, and then there's the 9th chord, which is our every funk song that ever. This is D9, and you want to definitely bar 3 with your ring finger rather than try to come up with another way to do it. Cool. So those are all our dominant 7th or regular 7th chords that are called things like A7 and E7, or A minor 7. Which brings us to major 7 chords. They sound all as opposed to all, and they feature a regular 7th, not the flat one, but cool. So starting with A, we've got A7, which added this note, and then the note in between is A major 7. And if I wanted to play that up the neck, it would be cool. And like we talked about, there isn't really a good way to E major 7 first position, but it would involve adding the 1st fret of the 4th string. But and also there's a bit of a weird sandwich up your hand way to play a major 7 chord. And I believe that's the only chord all day where I wrote out what finger to use for every note. So go ahead and check that out. Stop, mess around. There it is. There are 7th chords with flat 7ths and with regular 7ths. Then we just went on the back side of the page over some common first position chords. The A and D ones we already covered. We've got D7, which you probably already knew. We got C7 and C major 7. If I'm going through these quickly, it's because you've got them on the page. We've got D7 and D major 7. We also talked about how D minor, you want to use 3 adjacent fingers, leaving your pinky available, not doing it like that, unless you're going something where there's a reason to be doing that. We always want to use adjacent fingers. E we've discussed. F is just leaving the 1st string open. So the thing that we used to do by accident before we could really play F. And it can't be done as a bar chord because we'd then be opening too many strings. G7 and G major 7, like that. Cool. I believe that's everything we went over. Aside from discussing, thumb over top position and its role in guitar playing, that being I'm playing first position chords, and I'm doing rock riffs with bends, and where we're doing things with lots of bends. And sometimes we bend just a whole step, sometimes we might bend a step and a half, we might go like, so we really do need the extra force. And these are riffs written by people who are in that position. But either way, here's classical position, and the change can be really nominal. We're just hooking our thumb over the top to get that extra leverage. When you get to the, so on the 3rd string, let's see, you're pushing up with these 2 fingers. And when you get to this string, you want your middle finger to maintain a sense of being attached to this one so that you can push up with both of those and get bends. I didn't just go and then pick. I just picked once. Cool. And like I said, I'm going to supplement this with the Freddie King Yonder Wall, which is just pentatonic 1, pentatonic 2, looking at some slow articulated bends that I think you should be able to take a crack at. and looking forward, man. Hope you had fun in the city today, and hit me up about next time. Pleasure meeting you.